Hey guys, Billy Epphart here. For another vlog, if you like it, hit like or share. We appreciate that. And today I'm going to talk about how you invest money that's actually professionally invested for you and how you go through that. The first thing I want to share with you is most people should learn to live on 80% of their income. And if you really want to be real aggressive about building wealth in the beginning, if you're just getting started, learn to live on 70%. In fact, let's use 70% here for this video. In 70%, you'd have 10% that you actually tithe and give away, 10% that you personally invest, and then 10% that is professionally invest. So we get a lot of questions in our office. How do I look at and start investing professionally or having professionals invest for me? One easy way to do it is simply to go to a Charles Schwab or a Fidelity, a large brokerage house like a Schwab or Fidelity, and you go in and you either open some type of retirement account like an IRA with them, or you can do a non-retirement type account, which is just basically a brokerage account. And a lot of brokerage accounts also have check writing privileges on them as well. And you can go in, and then inside, let's say, a Charles Schwab or Fidelity, you actually have recommended portfolios for you. That means there's recommended stocks, bonds, and what I like to invest in called ETFs. That means exchange traded funds. And there's a mix of those that go together that you, especially if you're a young investor watching, you can go in, and some of those what I call ready-made portfolios are there. So you open a brokerage account, and typically though, so you know, if you notice, I said stocks, bonds, and ETFs. I intentionally did not mention mutual funds. I personally like exchange traded funds better than I do mutual funds. So what you would do is open the account, and then you would, once the account is open, would say $1,000, $2,500. Some will allow you to open for $500. Then you would take that money and then choose a particular investment or group of investments to actually purchase. So if the lower amount of money you're putting in, then you may only want to have one or two ETFs. An example would be SPY, SPY is an ETF that you can actually invest in that's for the entire S&P 500. And if, say, you had $1,000 and you're 25 years old, putting your money in, all of it into SPY would not be a bad thing. As you get older, then you'll want to do maybe add some bonds to it. And there's a good ETF called BND, which is bond, and you could take maybe put 80. If you're younger now, we're talking if you're younger, put under 40, you take maybe 80%, put it in SPY, and maybe 20% put it in bond. If you listen to Warren Buffett, he'll tell you to put 90% in SPY and about 10% in bond. And so those are the ways you actually get started. Is you would either put a retirement account, or you would go open a brokerage account at one of the main brokerage houses and start putting money into there. And the beauty of that is you can put $50 a month, $25 a month, or if you're older and have more, $1,000 a month, depending on where you are, and you can start building your portfolio that way. As a matter of fact, just as I end this video, I just did a workshop of about 150 people on real estate just a week or two ago, and I had a guy in there who had actually started investing in a brokerage account just like I'm describing, and he also had a retirement account, and he actually had so much money built in there, he actually took some of his money out of his brokerage account and actually began investing in real estate. So he was diversifying. So there's some cool things you can do once you start investing. So this is just a simple video to kind of help you know how to get started. And you need to have 10% of money you invest, 10% of money that's professionally invest, 10% you give away. So we'll see you right back here, Billy Epphart, on another vlog. Thanks. Bye-bye.